Hey YouTubers, I'm back. Hopefully, on a regular basis. It's been a difficult few weeks for me. I had some technical issues, and I had some family loss, and losing family members within a month's time has just been a little too much for me. So I had to step back a little bit and decompress. And then this time around, this time of year, I'd probably take a week off or two to try to just refocus because you get bombarded with a lot of negative images and negative energy. You don't want to put that out for the audience or to the viewers to see or people to play off on. That being said, you guys have heard them talk about Jeffrey Epstein the last 2 or 3 days. Now, if you've been following me for a minute, I've been spoke about Jeffrey Epstein and why hasn't the media gone after this cat, considering this man has had a history of messing with underage girls. This is nothing new. I've done videos about this, and to watch the media sit back and put like, oh, we didn't know anything about this. During the heart of the Me Too movement, they briefly mentioned this, and I said, you guys not going to talk about it? But there was a reason why they didn't talk about it. And if all I got to do is say Jeffrey Epstein and Alan Dershowitz, and you get what I'm going with this. If you don't, you're slow. Now, I mentioned Alan Dershowitz. Let me pull this image up real quick. Alan Dershowitz is Epstein's friend. He's gone to Epstein's island. The one they said he got the teenage girls there. Well, there was some girls that accused Dershowitz of being intimate with them, and Dershowitz denied it all day. He said he didn't do it. They're lying, blah blah blah, and the media didn't believe it. It was asking him questions. Now, this was in 2016, 2017. This is right before the Me Too movement exploded. But during that time, there was questions. And even before that, even go back to the election, before Donald Trump was in office, they talked about this. But what Alan Dershowitz did is what a lot of people do. Remember I tell you, they always got to have that boogeyman, that black boogeyman. Now, if y'all remember Keith Ellison, right? Remember, brother has been openly Muslim for a minute. He never heard from it. Now, y'all remember when Alan Dershowitz said that Keith Ellison is elected the head of the Democratic Party, the National Party. He's going to make sure he takes his money and other Jewish resources out of it. Now, around that time, they was talking about him and Epstein, what am I pronounce his name? And I just found the timing suspect. And it's President Obama and them pushed that Perez dude in because Ellison was locked to be the head of the party. Remember, he was on Joe Scarborough and them had him on TV. That's about when Joe Scarborough was talking about Donald Trump. I said he was disingenuous. Remember when I did those commentaries way back when? I said because Alan Dershowitz went on Fox, he went on CNN, he brought up Farrakhan, he brought up anti-Semitism in the black community. That's why a lot of blacks, when it came down to the election, they said, wait a minute, why are the Democrats defending Ellison? Why aren't they calling out this exaggeration? Because I guess we forget during the Obama years how nasty Netanyahu and some of those people of Israel were, or people in the media. Remember Andrew Breitbart, may he rest in hell? He was Jewish. Remember when he did the Shirley Sherrod? Remember when they destroyed Acorn with that video with the pimp and the prostitute? Remember that? All this stuff is connected. But Keith Ellison, he was so spooked by what Alan Dershowitz and then was the Jewish community saying, he threw Farrakhan under the bus. I don't agree with none of Mr. Farrakhan anti-Semitic statements. Farrakhan ain't said nothing anti-Semitic. He said stuff anti-Zionist. He said stuff anti-racist. But he never said anything hateful. But see, if you don't know history or don't pay attention to the news, you'll buy anything. So right now, the news media is pretending that, oh, we just not heard about this. Now they mention Alan Dershowitz. Monday on the View, Meghan McCain with her racist ass said we need to investigate Alan Dershowitz because now stuff is coming back out again. And you notice Alan Dershowitz ain't been nowhere on TV. Any other time he'd be on Fox, he'd be on CNN, he'd be somewhere talking. Hell, he was on The View not too long ago. He was on The View recently. And then he accused people of attacking him because he defended Donald Trump. Nah, buddy, they're criticizing you because your racism and you was hanging around Epstein. You defended him. Just like Gloria Allred. You know, Gloria Allred ain't said nothing about Epstein. Lisa Bloom said just a little bit on Joy Reid. But notice they're not vocal. Why is it that y'all was so vocal about Bill Cosby, Chris Brown, R. Kelly, whomever else, brother, that y'all made do the perp walk the last decade or so? I did a video, and you guys know I got to do that. I told you so. I told you so. What did I tell you? They ignored this cat. Les Moonves got a stop on the wrist. All these dudes that was out here got caught messing with underage girls, boys and women that the media ignored. Now the media trying to pretend like, why didn't he do anything? Why didn't that lawyer do something back in 2000, such and such? Wait a minute. Right before the Me Too movement got in full swing, right during the election, they brought this up, and Dershowitz made a big stink about it because he said, my friend, he didn't do anything. Remember they brought Bill Clinton and whatnot? Now all of a sudden the media is trying to pretend like, oh, we just heard about this. We didn't know anything about this. It's a slow news cycle. That's why they brought it up. And then dude got arrogant and think that he was never going to get arrested. They waited till his private plane touched down, and they arrested him. He went to his apartment, found child porn. If convicted, he get 45 years in jail. The other day I read some writers said that this is bigger than Cosby and Weinstein. Bill Clinton went to this man's island multiple times. He's friends with Clinton. He's been cool with George Bush. He's cool. He was cool with Trump. Trump said, I didn't know nothing about him. But then they read an interview. He said he got a thing for younger women. See, I'm not stupid. I remember all this. I remember when Trump, back in the 90s, we bought the pageant, was going back in the rooms and the entertainment shows, didn't say nothing. Now all of a sudden, like y'all, whoa. Like, whoa, he did this thing to these young women, and these women was yelling for years. But I know it's what Meghan McCain did, like yesterday and today on The View, and the day before that, she kept saying, well, R. Kelly. They mentioned R. Kelly. No. You got hearsay. You got no actual proof. R. Kelly, the proof they have is from years ago. Nothing recent. This dude had current stuff. This dude has an island. Everybody knew it, and they protected him because of his religious beliefs. Not ethnicity. Not just ethnicity, but his religious belief. You know what I'm talking about. They're not talking about this like they did Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is in jail on hearsay. And a lot of you Negroes that sit up here and say Cosby did this and did that, y'all went by the media while they totally ignored this. I can't remember what the last video I mentioned what it was, and I said Bryan Singer got away with paying out $10,000 about 2-3 weeks ago. No outrage, no question. But every time you turn around, they talking about Jussie Smollett, R. Kelly, Chris Brown, Bill Cosby, Tavis Smiley, Todd Bridges. I mean, you sitting up here like it's like they make sure they mention a black man name next to a white man or a person with a certain religious belief when they get caught. I've been talking about Epstein for years. Just like we've been talking about that other guy, the one that always got the male prostitutes always be found dead, and the Democrats are silent about it. Now, I'm going to go into detail with another commentary about this, but you got to ask yourself, Alan Dershowitz is able to get the media off Epstein and him because he was being accused of being intimate. They had on Inside Edition. They talked about this, but the media got y'all thinking that this is new. And I'm sitting there just watching the news this weekend. I'm like, really? I don't. And then they had Tawana Burke on this morning on, I think it was MSNBC with Ali Vest. She talking about. I didn't watch it all the way through, but she talking about men. Men are part of this. I'm not part of this toxic culture, or the so-called toxic culture as they put it. You was too busy going after black men. Now you want to say, "Oh, we got to do something about Jeffrey Epstein." No, if he goes to jail, ain't no big whoop. But he been allowed to get away with stuff out in the open. He had politicians that knew he was corruptible. This man is a flight risk. I want to see Deborah Norville and them do specials like they did for Bill Cosby. I want them to go interview all them rich celebrities that they knew and put the camera in front of their face and see how they feel. They're not going to do it. They're going to sit back and have you think that black men are the boogeymen of the world. This dude, y'all talk about power. This dude on islands. This dude hopping out with presidents, Hollywood types. And the media want to make it like, oh, we just so happened. How did this happen? That outrage. Stop it. Alan Dershowitz was able to deflect from this whole scenario. Gloria Allred didn't say nothing. Lisa Bloom didn't really say anything. None of them. But then on TV, quick to tell you that a black man, well, you know, R. Kelly did this, blah, blah, blah. I want to see documentaries on this. I want to see documentaries on all these other dudes that have been caught red-handed. This is why I talk about the Bill Cosby thing. I'm saying, like, don't y'all see what we did? We helped them put a man in jail based off a speech he gave calling out piss poor behavior in our community, and we sat back and let the media judge him. All these Caucasian men that went out here and done stuff and still moving around, y'all ain't saying a word. It's crazy. It is so crazy. And I've told y'all, I've been talking about Epstein for years. Just like I told y'all about Trump. Just like I told you about Roseanne. For years, I've called this out. And I was like, why ain't the media calling this out? Why is my first calling this out? That's why the Me Too movement, Time's Up movement is a joke. Those movements was destined to go after just black men. But you got all these Caucasian men who are well known and rich beyond measure. They doing all kinds of stuff. This man, everybody knew what this man was doing. He got a slap on the wrist. Not because there's no other things really going on in the news. You're trying to create something like, well, oh my gosh, why didn't anybody say anything? Really? Really? The news media is trying to play dumb. They try to save their skin. This is probably the only time you'll ever hear me agree with Donald Trump and Sarah Palin. The crooked media, the stupid media. They had y'all attacking, going after Minister Farrakhan and talking about hate speech and all this other stuff, going to get mad at Kanye West about him talking about slavery and all this other stuff. Anytime a black man says it does anything, y'all want to be focused on it, and they don't hide it. They show you they discontent for these brothers. But these Caucasian men get caught doing something, it got to be more to it. That dude's running for Congress, one that was supposedly they had a thing for girls, and they had to kick him out, ban him from the mall. Y'all had people defending that, so willing to vote him back into office. Y'all claim that y'all care about women and children and other human beings' feelings and whatnot, but you don't. Y'all always see a profit. Y'all always see a profit. Or you always try to use people pain or insecurities. But the media right now got y'all thinking like this is a new story. Nah, this story, they've been talking about this story for years. It's just that it ain't gained steam because they're not going to cut their own. Especially when you got a particular group of people that run Hollywood and run the news media. Don't believe me, Jeff Zucker, who's over CNN, got caught being sexually harassing somebody, but they didn't dial him out. They didn't throw him under the bus. We gotta stop allowing people to manipulate us. I told y'all we gotta stop just talking about black issues in the stereotypical or traditional sense. This dude should have been in jail a long time ago. But he had a lawyer sitting there like, well, you know, Keith Ellison, they deflect. They talking about this, but not in the same way. Not with such urgency. Politicians, I want to know what these politicians running for office feel about this. Don't give me no generic answer. I want to know exactly how you feel. Because it's hard for me to sit there and say you guys didn't know. I mean, here it is. I don't work in the news industry, but I remember it. I've talked about it recently, and those of you following me know I've talked about this. Called this out like, why is this guy not in jail? He's friends with the president, the current president. No, they're gonna protect. They're gonna protect people who identify as white. They're gonna protect these predators. But for the last 2 years, they've been going after black men left and right. Y'all better wake up and understand we got an enemy, and that media is dangerous. This phony outrage that some people got, stop.